Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spill the Tea Radio, where we interview awesome singers, songwriters, and those who influence their lives. Spill the Tea Radio explores the journey, creativity, and inspiration behind the songs. My next guest was born in St. Maarten and now lives in London, Ontario. He is a 2024 Music in Motion winner, along with being an FCLMA nominee and ECA's Best Hip Hop R&B Artist in 2023. He's opened for the Wailers, who backed up legendary Jamaican artist Bob Marley, and now captivates his audiences with his signature island hip hop style. A vibrant fusion of Caribbean rhythms, Afro-soul, and Latin energy. Back for his fourth appearance on the show, now holding the record, let's spill the tea with Big Lou. Welcome, Lou.
Thank you, David. Glad to be back. Glad to be setting records out here.
You are second setting records. So the last time you were on the show, May 10th of 2025,
Yeah,
and we talked about your new song, which is Beautiful Game, which is
right.
about soccer, and you were looking forward to getting that recognized in the World Cup, which is coming up. How's the progress? What's happening with that song?
We've been able to do a couple of cool things with it. Most notably, there are a couple of semi-professional teams in the area that we've been able to join and deliver a halftime performance, which was really cool. We got a couple of t-shirts and commemorative t-shirts for the occasion as well. So we feel part of the teams, which has been awesome. And we'll likely do a couple of more of those halftime shows with those same teams and then other teams, of course, in the area. But I think maybe the next step would be to see if we can get to the next level, Toronto FC, like Major League Soccer level, or even for the national Canadian team, see if we can do a halftime performance for them before the World Cup comes around so that we can like get that kind of exposure and that kind of experience before the real big stage comes around?
You have fused music on a number of different levels. One of the songs that I think was the first song that you were on, you actually collaborated with a country artist,
Yeah,
and did that song, which was it's such a cool sound. I mean, it's just something like I've
thank
never
you.
heard before. And then before we came on the air, we were talking about soca, which is the fusion of soul and calypso
Right.
music. Your sound, it has an underlying or overarching hip hop sound to it, but they all sound different. Like there's always a different sound coming out of your music.
Entirely.
So do you do that? Is that on purpose or is that by accident? Is it design? How do you get those different sounds?
I think it's a happy, purposeful, intentional accident. Um, yeah, it started off with just my sheer curiosity. Not to say that my curiosity is faded, but I was just ultimately trying to find different sounds that my voice can kind of sit in well with and that I can have fun with. And as you sort through different beats or whatever, you work with different musicians, you hear things that like feel good, and then you hear things that feel great. And for the most part, I try and choose the different beats that feel great to me, and they are, like you said, a little bit untraditional, like things that don't necessarily go together. Putting them together to create something new is really what excites me. And I don't necessarily want to follow anyone's path and recreate their sound. I'm still experimenting and trying to find my own thing, and in doing so, I've combined or collected all of these different songs that sound so entirely differently, but still have that same feeling of like inspiration slash feel good slash community, love, and prosperity ultimately. But yeah, no, I think the music is just the vehicle, but why contain yourself to just one vehicle when there's so many different ways of communicating with people, and different people resonate with different sounds themselves. So trying to connect with different people and then stack those stories and stack those experiences will then create a more wholesome experience, I think, for the listener instead of just one lane.
You have these number of different songs. Some of them are in your head, some of them you get written down, some of them you record. How do you know when you say, ah, that's the one? That's the one I want to do. That's the one I want to record and perform.
So the recording process, choosing that is different than the performing process. But it's a great question. How do I choose what I want to record is similar in terms of like finding the beat that feels good versus feels great. I'm I would have a huge ego to assume that every single thing that I write would be good, let alone great. And I have to also accept that what I'm putting out today is what I'm trying to be my best, but that doesn't mean that in a year it's going to be my best work. It could still be, but I'm intentionally trying to grow with it. And so whatever feels quote unquote the best, and that's an internal, actual physical feeling. Like, does it warm me? Does it give me those tingly sensations when I listen to it? Do I get stimulated emotionally? Like all of those kinds of things matter. Do I feel proud of the wordplay, the flow, the structure of all of that kind of stuff? Because as soon as I decide to take it to the studio to actually record it, I'm involving more money because I have to either pay the engineer for the beats that they made,
Mhm.
or I have to pay the musicians to then make a beat and build it around the words that I've already written. And so once I begin investing money, it's like, all right, this is now a professional investment as opposed to just creating for the sake of creating. And once I make that decision around properly recording it, I begin to formulate how it would fit in the different sets that I perform. And depending on what my audience is, what the event is, what the purpose of the event is, all of those things factor into my actual performance choice and selection.
There's so much more to it than just getting up and playing a song.
That answer was for the nerds, I'm not gonna lie. There was a bit of detail in there. Yeah.
Well, let's get into Running, which is the latest song from Big Lou.
Let's
Lou,
go.
set it up for us. What's the song about and what was the inspiration to write it?
Running, I think, is about either running away from your problems or running towards distractions to ultimately not better yourself, and then kind of realizing that that's no longer serving you. So how about changing the direction and running towards your problems so you can face them and overcome them. I did this with a friend of mine. His name is Scrambled Eggs. We decided to collaborate on the song together, and the idea was to come together, make the beat, write the song, and do the whole thing. But he jumped the gun because he's super talented and super enthusiastic, and he made the whole beat. He wrote the hook, he wrote his verse, and by the time I showed up, he's like, "All right, well, it's time for you to write your lyrics and then record." And so I did that in about an hour and a half, refined it after for a week, and then we came in, recorded it, and it's done. Now we also have a music video coming out soon. So after you listen to it here, check it out on YouTube. Run In by Big Lou and Scrambled Eggs. A very funny slash, story type telling music video.
Let's take a listen to singer-songwriter Big Lou and his song,
That's a good question,
Running.
man.
Are you running out the door? Are you running to the goal? Are you climbing to the peak? Do you know what you seek? Are you running out the door? Are you running to the goal? Are you climbing to the peak? Yo, do you know what you seek? You gotta give it more, you're only working when you're sore. Stay determined, you are worth it, never give it any score. Gotta win, it ain't no limit unless you give in to the core. Always burning, always learning, always hurting, but give me more. Cause you lose all your muscles when you don't use them for what they for. Watch a man atrophy when he's slacking on the floor. You can ask him what had happened, but he's been in here before. He really kinda likes it and invites you to sit and warm. But you gotta keep it moving, you can use it when you reach the goal. Rest ain't for the wicked, you the sickest, now repeat it, go. Rest ain't for the wicked, rest ain't for the wicked. I got everything I need, I just gotta keep believing. I gotta keep believing, I just gotta keep it moving. No matter what I do, I will always be a student. Something new to learn every time I make a movement. Embrace that as truth and you'll never be disputed. Are the peak?
Are you climbing to the peak?
Do you know what you see?
I've been running all my life in all kinds of directions. Multi-vision, split screens, all kinds of projections. Ran so far as by myself, got room for introspection. Dug deep into the ground and grew like provision. Took a simple redirection, at first lacked connection. Felt like I fell off the deep, it winter cold like the season. But at the bottom of the deep end's where I found my reason. Now it's all that I believe in, and that's why you hear me speaking. Staying loyal to the game, it's me with the treason. Hyper-focus will not crack, won't catch me tweaking. The tree doesn't bear fruit every season. Doesn't mean I'm still not out here, I'm competing. Who I used to be, they left clues for me that truthfully they soothed me. From uncertainty, turned out beautifully. Now I'm choosing me, now I'm living.
Are you running out the door?
Are you running out the door?
Are you running to the goal?
Are you running to the goal?
Are you climbing to the peak?
Are you climbing to the peak?
Do you know what you see?
Do you know what you see?
Are you running out the door?
Are you running out the door?
Are you running to the goal?
Are you running to the goal?
Are you climbing to the peak?
Are you climbing to the peak?
Do you know what you see?
That was Running by Big Lou and Scrambled Eggs. Lou, how do people find out more about you and your music? What's the website, socials, and the streaming platforms?
Awesome. Thanks, David, for playing that. And big shout out to Eggs for all the work that you've done. You can find me on any social media platform at Big Lou Crew. Nice and easy. BIGLOUCREW. That's Big Lou Crew. Or if you feel like you want to really join the community, join the crew, I would encourage you to go to my website, bigloucrew.com, and then join my mailing list. There you get access to a whole bunch of exclusive things that haven't been released to the public early. And we get to connect a little bit further there. That's the real crew. That's where we're at. bigloucrew.com, David.
We have been in conversation with Big Lou. Lou, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
But you gotta keep it moving, you can use it when you reach